Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. It's my second channel, daily blog channel. It's the Daily Woo. Well, you wonder why I always dress in black, and you never see bright colors on my back. And why does my appearance seem to have a somber tone? Well, there's a reason for the things that I have on. I'm right outside Nashville, Tennessee, a little north of there. And right over here, judging by the song, I'm sure you could probably get the hint, one of my favorite singer-songwriters of all time used to live in a house right over that brick wall on that property. Mr. Johnny Cash lived right here. I'm going to show you where his house once was. Him and his wife lived here for over 3 decades, almost 3.5 decades. They lived right here on this property. So I'm going to give you a little tour around. I was going to jump over the fence and show you some stuff, but we have quite a few signs warning us, me and you together vicariously, not to go over the fence. So I'm probably not going to go over the fence unless maybe the mood hits me. Maybe the mood of Johnny Cash will motivate me to jump over here and get some pictures. Over there it looks like some sort of a tennis court or maybe some kind of a pool area. But down there is where the fantastic house used to sit. The house burned down a few years ago. Sadly, this is a pretty legendary property for a legendary man right here. Him and his wife, June Carter Cash, lived here. Beautiful lake over there. I'm not really sure the name of that lake. There's also some pictures online that you can see, famous pictures of Johnny Cash standing on that lake, right on the edge of the water, with the house in the background. It's a pretty awesome picture. You can Google it. My hands are freezing. It is freezing cold out here. Oh my gosh, it is so cold. I do not know the temperature. I would tell you the temperature, sir, if I knew the temperature, but I do not know what the temperature is. All I do know is this is the property of Johnny Cash. Look at that. There's a little lighthouse right there, a fallen lighthouse. There's a flagpole. You just got to imagine Johnny Cash coming out here when he was alive and hoisting the flag up on that flagpole, walking the property, maybe getting some ideas for some songs that we have listened to, that has touched our brains, touched our hearts. Could have been written right here on this property. You can see my van right down here. I parked right in front of the driveway by the old security station. So this is awesome. Hopefully we can get some good shots. Hopefully I can upload this in HD so you can actually get a good feel of what the property looks like still today. Here's another one of these warning signs. Warning, 24-hour video and audio monitoring. They're monitoring my audio. So as weird and bizarre as my voice sounds to you, it's going to sound even more bizarre to the person monitoring my audio. Okay, we're getting up to the nitty-gritty. I really like this wall here, this rock wall of decor and goodness. Check out this moss, this green moss on the rocks and on the yard here. Wow, look at that. That's awesome. Remnants of his house. There's the old garage. He would have pulled his car right down there, parked his car and his cars inside that garage, and of course walked up to his home right up there. Now all there is a foundation, a base, but the base still remains. The roots are still strong, even though the house is gone. It's very beautiful out here. The sun has just risen a couple hours ago. I don't even know what time it is. The sun's been up for a couple hours. You can see the leaves falling, changing. The changing of the leaves and the changing of the seasons. But the remnants of the house still remains, which is awesome. So if you're ever in this area, just Google this address. North of Nashville, Tennessee, is where Johnny Cash, June Carter Cash used to live. There's a little security office right here. So they evidently still have someone watching the property. This property protected by an armed, look at this, an armed security guard, 24 hours a day. There's someone out here 24 hours a day with either a weapon of some sort, they were armed, maybe they have cannons, maybe they have muscles, or maybe they have a real firearm weapon. They don't want you carousing around and perusing around Johnny Cash's old stomping grounds. Look at this! The mailbox is still here. The mailbox. That is so cool. Look at this. That's so cool. That's where Johnny Cash would have got his mail. That is so awesome. You can see the boat dock way over there. It's very bright and very sunny. Let me see if I can get a better angle where the sun is not blaring in your eyes so you can see a little bit better. Can you see that? Hopefully you can see that. Okay, look at that. That's the foundation. Look at all those rocks. The house was made of rock and wood. Of course, in the fire, the wood was burnt down, burnt to a crisp, completely gone, but the rock still remains. So you can actually come out here and check out the foundation, what's left. Pretty incredible stuff. It's kind of hard to describe how I'm feeling right now. I'm a big Johnny Cash fan. Just to think, this is the historic and the fantastic house that he lived at for all those years. Someone's definitely keeping up with the property. You can see it's been mowed. It is very cold out here. I'm sure the grass is not growing this time of year. However, it is manicured, so people are out here taking care of the house. At least the house property. The house has already been taken care of by fire. Gives a whole new meaning to that song. I fell into a burning ring of fire. And it's taken down his house, sadly. But you can come out here and still check out the remains of not only what once was, but what still remains. Still a memory of the man and the life of the man himself and his memories that were developed right here, and our memories that are living vicariously through together. Look at this. This looks like an original gate. That looks like one of the original gates right there. You know, I've lived vicariously through a lot of people, but I've never actually lived vicariously through Johnny Cash. So I'm actually pretty excited about that because I do love Johnny Cash. I'm not sure if you guys like Johnny Cash, but I really like Johnny Cash. What's your favorite Johnny Cash song or favorite Johnny Cash memory? Leave some comments down below. Also leave some comments about what you think about this video. And I'm going to end you with this. Right over here. See this house? Directly across from where Johnny Cash's old house that burned down was. You might ask, what's the significance of this house? This is the house where Johnny Cash lived the last few days of his life. He became very ill. It was very hard for him to get around. I believe he was in a wheelchair, and he couldn't get around inside the house because there's a lot of stairs. So he actually moved into this house right here across the street before he passed away and before he died. You can actually see a little guitar right there on the side of the wall. Right there. Look at that right there. It's a newspaper. They're getting news. They're getting some news. I'm delivering some news. My news is this. This is the house that Johnny Cash lived in just days before he passed away. You can see that sign right there. See that? Cash Country. Cash Country. Pretty awesome stuff. Thanks for watching this vlog. Check down below for my t-shirts. I'm on this road trip, continually on a never-ending road trip. You can follow my adventures by subscribing up here. And I'm going to see you tomorrow from a new place. But today, I am in hallowed ground. Johnny Cash. The legend, the man, the myth, and one of my favorites. Rest in peace, buddy. Johnny Cash.